12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Washington Commanders. Push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 50, green, ready.
They'll start on the ground with Shipley. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Ready. 33. Yellow. Yellow. Blue. Black Ultra. Set.
Love now. And he's got his big tight end here. This defense for the Seahawks, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Level sneaking. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started.
No gain on the play.
It's
4th down.
Level sneaking. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
42-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Black. Next. Cut.
To throw now. Here's Love. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
On the set. Let's go. 60 red. 60 red. Set. Cut.
Off the play fake, Love. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andrew McCullough. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched him on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
And this one is incomplete. Drake London, the intended receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Now, if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. Here's Dart. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he's taken down inside the 30. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined it.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing from the gun here, Dart. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Drake London, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Commanders nothing. Will Riker to kick off.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go now. 33. Yep, ready.
Now Love. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
3rd down and 1.
Ready, ready. Yellow, 22. Black Ultra. Hut, hut.
Love. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
32. Hut.
Throwing. Love. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 15.
By the Seahawks. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cooper. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This now a 3rd and 4. To throw is Dart. Caught by London. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
To throw now, Dart. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Emeka Egbuka, 58 yards. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a first and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. To the left side, he gets this one to Egbuka. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
A 4-yard gain brings up second
and the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Dart will throw it on 3rd and goal. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It's 4th down and goal.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
On the set.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, you can practice in that color jersey all year, the one that you're throwing it to. Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
That's good.
And not that the coach asked me, but I do like the call here to start the drive. Looking for something maybe to jumpstart this offense. And they decide to run a little screenplay. Maybe get their running back a little bit of space. Mission accomplished. He turns that into good yardage and a quick first down.
Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Andrew Makuba. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime.
He's still on his feet. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Commanders nothing. Will Riker to kick off.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Let's go now.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
It's a gain of 14.
A gain of 14, first down Commanders.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Down. 60 red. 60 red. Yellow. Ready?
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Flushed out right. And he gets this inside the 35. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Ready?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow. 43. Hut.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Here we go.
Love looking to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Dart. He's into space past the 25. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now receiver in motion left. Throwing, dart. And it's caught. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing his dart. He'll buy some time right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. And that flag accepted.
Will Weichert to kick off.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of it. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. It's all right, guys. We're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
60 red. 60 red. Set.
Here's Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Firing quickly out wide is Love. Down the left sideline. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 37.
That's good.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
White. Go red. Hut.
A run on first down with Shipley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Seahawks
Drill,
17-yard
52.
line.
Need old blue. Hut, hut.
Looking to throw. Love. Now he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. He was out there waving his arm saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
10 black. Claws red. Ready?
Love from the gun on 3rd down. And now here's another interception. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Set, ready.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Here we go. 50, green. Ready?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Love. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball.
Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Commanders are able to at least get one score back. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track sneakers? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he'll wind wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Now Dart. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be touchdown at the end, but a big play on that one.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And that is incomplete here. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball down the field as well.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Seahawks.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Emeka Egbuka, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Seahawks get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Will Reichard to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, ready?
At the 24-yard line.
Here we go, set. Black, 95. Ready?
Love from the gun. Well, that'll be caught with St. Brown. And some space here. Inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for the Washington touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 76 yards. And the Commanders are able to claw one back. Patterson now for the extra point. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter.
52. Commanders 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to, and they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
2nd and 4. Throw left side. There's London. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cooper. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down, Seattle.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the gun, Dart. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Tracking 60.
Here's Dart. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. This offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs on in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Here we go.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Ready. Set, ready. 45, white. Set, cut.
Love now. Eluding the pressure right. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Let's go. Red, 38. Slide blue. Ready?
Love goes right back to Smith again. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Now Love. That'll be caught by Shipley. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Now 2nd and 3.
Claws red. Come on, set. 60 red. 60 red. Set.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend, because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. That one looks like he'll throw here.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good work after the catch. Good, a net of 23 and a first.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
To throw now, Dart. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Here's Dart.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Dart once more.
And a quick throw here that's complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
To throw is Dart.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
White, come on, set. 45, White.
Love looking to throw it. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
Claws red, 33, yellow. Red, cycle. Zoom, black. Hut.
To throw now, here's Love. Complete, Smith has it.
This is 2nd and 8.
Second and 8 on the Seahawks 25-yard line.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it.
And it's going to be caught. How about that one? They faked the spike, and it winds up a touchdown. The CD, you know, anytime they get close to the red zone, he is such a threat, and there he is again already, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game.
And I know it's probably a little bit of a failing on my part, but you know I watch a game through defensive eyes, and I don't understand what the coverage was doing there. When he headed out deep, they should have adjusted and flowed towards him. Instead, they left him out there and gave him a chance to make a big play. And, of course, he did exactly that. His size, speed, and versatility makes him a top target in any game.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this one has gone pretty well before them. They've come in, had a little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. So, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Seahawks, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will head back home next week.